Welcome to PrairieFoxSurvival.com. I'm Richard, and today we're going to have a really good meal here, sharing it with one of our neighbors. And we're going to have a fried worm omelet. And there is nothing like some good old night crawlers or red wigglers to cook up and make an omelet out of. And what we have, I'll show you the ingredients, and we're going to turn the camera off for a little bit because of the fact it does take this little time to cook up. So what we're doing right here, can you see that, Dean? Okay, that's an Apollo cactus, and it grows wild everywhere in this part of the country in West Texas. This is actually the pad that we cut it off, that we'd be cutting it off of. And we're going to be doing a video on what all you can do with this pad and how you can cook it in different soups and other things that we've tried. So that's what the pad looks like. And here we have dandelion greens that went out in the yard and picked. And we're having a problem because the flowers, they close up at the night, of course, and the sun hadn't hit them enough for them to open up today. Normally we would mix some of those in with our greens, and then also leave a little stem on them, dip them in flour, and fry them for maybe 30-45 seconds, and then dip them in honey, and you can eat it like a candy. So this is your dandelion greens, and we did get lucky because the pear trees are in bloom now, and we do have some pear blooms to put in there, which is very good with it. So let's see, let's get our worms out here. We want to warm up here a little bit. I'm sure they're going to be nice and healthy. They were kicking a while ago. So Dee Dee, let's turn this off. We're going to fry this stuff up, just a touch of grease in a skillet. And we have our bell peppers and onions over here. So we'll get back to you as soon as we get this cooked up and ready. Okay, we went ahead and cooked up our vegetables. Can you see that, Deanie? Mm-hmm. Okay. And what we have is our bell pepper, our onion, Apollo cactus, and we've seasoned it with garlic, no salt, a product I use, because we're not big salt eaters, and just a little bit of pepper. So we have this ready for our omelet. And now what we're going to do is get our dandelion greens. And I'm going to throw them in the pan here, and you can see they're still a little wet. Okay. We're going to let those just take a 30 minutes while. We're going to take this out. What we're going to do is get a paper towel, and you definitely want to make sure they're alive. Now, these worms we're using today are night crawlers. The worms we raise here at the house for compost is the red wigglers, and they're good to eat, but they just don't have the meat that a night crawler has on it. And in a survival situation, this can really, it can help save a person's life. And if you're on a lake, it's very good to eat. You can do them in the very same way, is you can catch minnows and cook them up and just eat insides, bones and all. Okay, now we might get a little splattering right here, so kind of watch out. I've tried to dry them as much as I could. Let's see what we're going to have. Okay. lot of people think cooking them like this and then wiggling that's horrible, that PETA should be after us, but you know, in a survival situation, the object is to survive. I mean, you can eat them raw, you can eat them boiled, you can eat them however. And you don't want to fry them where they're just solid hard, because then you lose all the flavor in them. But you want them cooked all the way through if you're going to use them in an omelet. Alright, these are ready here. Take them up, let them drain just a little. And I want to put a little bit of salt and pepper and garlic on it. No salt, actually. Let them cool down just a touch, and then we'll chop them up into pieces. We've drained our worms and chopped them up where they're a lot finer, and we tasted them, we've seasoned them. So we're going to finish up with our omelet here. We have our own chickens, so we're using fresh eggs. Okay, it's starting to cook now, so I'm going to kind of spread our worms out through here.
So you didn't have to put them all on. It's a lot.
And we're going to put our greens and stuff on it. Just going to toss a little tomato in there too. And these have all been seasoned already. Spread a little, that should do it. And this is the hard part, because I make them so big, is turning it. I'm going to let it set just a little bit there. And the cheese we're using, as you can see, we dehydrate our own cheese. And this is cheddar cheese. You don't want to use oily cheese. And it dehydrates great and it tastes good.
Okay.
Okay, Jenna's gonna be cooking more, but we're gonna start with these just because of the video. And Jenna is getting to taste her fresh fried worm omelet. And Jenna, here's some pecani sauce here if you want pecani sauce on it. Okay, Danny, hop in here with us. And let's see.
Get some biscuits.
A little pecani sauce on that. Golly, we're getting ready to go down here. Well, Jenna, give it a try and see what you think about it.
Randy, you can zoom in on your face. Very tasty.
You wouldn't think it was a worm, would you?
No.
Not by the look of it.
Sure, that looks like a little worm to me.
So folks, with my mouth full, as usual, I want to thank you for coming to prairiefoxsurvival.com, and we're going to go ahead and finish our meal and enjoy it, and look forward to seeing you the next time.